When I get into Form 1, the the corporal punishment gets so high. Uh, every day when every day when you go to school, if you don't do any homework, you are just sent to dig a hole. There's no they don't even mind that you're a girl, or you're a boy. Everyone was just going to dig a hole, a big hole that every school will use to throw the papers, every rubbish that they from every rubbish of the school. Then there we used to cut even grass. While they're learning, you're outside cutting the grass. No lunch, no break. It's your punishment every day, and until they tell you that this is the end of your punishment. Then if that was a part of the homework, sometimes you stand in the sun for some hours, or else you just go out and you just go out and never come again to the class from that teacher. So that makes us as children, that makes other children not to like the school, because they are being bold. Even if you wake up in the morning thinking of going to school, you just get, why am I going to school? Because I'm not going to learn. The only thing I'm going to work for the school. That was the effect that teachers do to the children. Even the stick that they use is not the stick that a teacher must use to beat the children. It's just a big stick that even you can't even lift it. Or else a big hose pipe, maybe 6 strokes, 10 strokes. When you say how, another 10, because you are misbehaving. It doesn't work. It doesn't. It doesn't work at all, because sometimes you may find that you are a child, you didn't do the homework because there's some reason that you have, but the teacher doesn't want to listen your reason. The only thing is just she wants you to do the homework. Sometimes you may find that you didn't hear everything while she was teaching. You don't know anything. So that's end up you making you not to know anything, because you don't know anything, and it doesn't create the bond between you and the teacher to tell her that I didn't understand anything, because when you say it, when you voice it out, you'll just get beaten. You see. So that is the problem that we as children and the teachers have. So you may find that sometimes, sometimes in some children it brings that laziness, because they become lazy. I won't do the homework just because I don't care. Even though he can beat me, I don't care. I just beat me and finish the punishment. So what's the problem then? After that, there's no problem, because after he or she has beaten you, he won't come to you and ask you what's your problem. He just beat you and leave you alone, and carry on with the others who have done the homework. But the reason from you didn't get, why didn't you do your homework? You don't get anything from using a stick, because there's a difference between a teacher who carries a stick when he goes to class, than the one who just come without any stick, without anything to put the children. You see. So when you see the teacher that is carrying his or her book alone, just going to class, that teacher, we respect that one very much, than the one who will come having a stick, because we just know her. He will just teach us and teach us, after that he will beat us. So even us, it doesn't create, as I said before, that there is no unity between me and the teacher, because I know that every day when he comes to class having a stick. Every children, when he comes to class, he wants to learn very much, but it depends when between the teacher, how does that teacher teach the children? Because sometimes we find out he teaches the children differently. Maybe let's say like he is asking a question, or when he's carrying a stick, I'll be afraid that I'll be beaten. Let me raise up my hands, only to find out I didn't hear anything. I don't know anything. It's just that I'm scared of the stick, But I don't know anything, When you point at me, say the answer, I'll just keep quiet because I didn't know anything. I'm scared of the stick that is carrying. Or only to find that when he was not carrying the stick, I would just voice my wrong answer and correct it at that moment. Most of the teachers, they used to say it. Like, hey, you, what about baboon faces, all those things. So it makes up the children not to feel in class with the other children, And even when you grow up, it affects you because you're like, I'm not like the others. That's why you find other children saying that, I remember when I was young, my teacher told me that I've got an ugly face, So that makes the child not to be free from others. Even the other teachers, she's like, okay, because this teacher told me that I'm ugly, it means he told even the other teachers, So you're like, always you need to just quiet, because if you are pulled by someone like your mom, because the teacher is like your mom, someone whom you told everything that you have in your heart. So when you're told by your mom that you're ugly, you don't start at all. It means that I'm just ugly at all, Even the subjects, if you are brilliant, you start up losing concentration. Most especially when it's time for the teacher to teach that subject, So you start up losing even the concentration. Even the other children, when the teacher pulls you, the other children will laugh, and that will not end by the teacher. Even when you go outside, the other children will start making fun of what has been said in class, and that makes you sometimes you not like school. That's why you find other people not going to school, and you have said, let me just leave. Because at school, I don't feel like a child who has come to learn. If I was like to be a teacher, I would like to be a fluent teacher who will talk to the children, having fun with the children, always being with the children, not carrying a stick when I've gone to class, not any stick that I would have. Even when a child has a problem, I'd be like someone who wants to know. For example, when she's late, what's the problem? What's the why are you late? What is the problem that you have? Because you may find that maybe the problem is at home, maybe the problem is at school, or else it's in the because some other children, they travel, Maybe it's in the road, maybe it's like that, Even in class, I'd be like, if maybe a children fail a test, I will just concentrate on the children, on that child who had failed that test. Why that child has failed the test? Because the others have passed it. Okay. Because you may find that there is something that the children is not comfortable with. Maybe while I'm teaching, he is like he's bored, or else he doesn't hear anything that I'm teaching, or may find that even the topic it's difficult for her or him to understand. I think teachers are very important because most of the time you just wake up in the morning and leave your parents and go to the school. If you didn't bath, if you didn't eat, I think the teacher must look after that. Because most of the time, most of the day, we are with the teachers while the parents are not around. because you may find that even if you didn't wash yourself, he or she is the one to first see that, oh, this one didn't wash his socks. Even I have problem at home, I think he or she is the one that I first tell my first problems that I have. So I take her or him as my parents. Yeah. Teachers must be concerned with the children. They must not bore the children as if they are adults, because it creates from the children, it creates that bad heart as they grow up, as they become women and men. So they become bad-hearted because they learn it from school. That's why you hear other children saying, when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. I want to revenge what my teacher did to me. I did it to the others. Because the way of revenging, I can't revenge it to my teacher. I will just revenge to other children. So